When I woke up this morning, I was clothed in my right mind. I looked around and my family was fine. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad. I will rejoice and be glad. Rejoice, cause it's Alpha and Omega. Rejoice, He's beginning and end. Rejoice, cause He's my Savior. Rejoice, 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 cause it's Alpha and Omega. Rejoice, He's beginning and end. Rejoice, cause He's my Savior. Rejoice, rejoice. You are my life, the air that I breathe, the song that I sing, my Lord, my everything. I have so much to be grateful for. That's why I will rejoice. Rejoice, cause it's Alpha and Omega. Rejoice, He's beginning and end. Rejoice, I gotta live my Savior. Rejoice, I gotta do my thing. Rejoice, cause it's Alpha and Omega. Rejoice, He's beginning and end. Rejoice, cause He's my Savior. Rejoice, rejoice. I won't let you steal my peace.
Praise the Lord and God bless you. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. I am not only glad, but I'm glad to be with you this morning. This is Pastor Sadie Thompson, co-pastor of He is Risen World Outreach Ministries. And I just want to let you know that I am excited to be with you today. I have with me, I want to thank God first for all of these extraordinary men and women of God that He has allowed me to meet and interview. And I feel like this is going to be an exceptional interview with this young, and I put the title for Miss Peter as businesswoman. I don't have enough space on the TV to put down all of her credentials. I want to make that clear personally. But I want to introduce to you Miss Nicole Peters, an extraordinary businesswoman, and I'm going to allow her to begin to share with you some of her accolades. First, I'm going to say good morning, Miss Peters. How are you?
Good morning, good morning. God bless you. I am great. How about you?
Hey, I just need you to speak up just a little bit louder, please, and then we'll be good. Because I think that'll work. I think, is that good with my engineer? Can they hear her now better? Okay, good. I want to make sure that they can hear you because I don't want anyone leaving here today saying, what did them women talk about today? Amen?
Amen. Amen.
And amen. First, I have this beautiful picture of you with the shirt on that's pointing you, looking right at me, saying like, Sadie, you can do this. It's you. You can do this. You can do this. And I'm happy to see that. So let me get this straight. You're an author, okay?
Yes.
Okay. You're a businesswoman, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And what other hat you wearing? Because you got a lot of hats going on here. You got a lot of foundations going on. You come on, help a sister out.
I'll do just that. First of all, my main platform is I'm a woman of love, power, respect. That's my organization that I have over close to 70,000 followers on there. Over 2,500 also are in different parts of the world that also have meetings every month about being a woman of love, power, respect. Because a lot of women don't know that they have the love of God in them. Even if a man does not, even if man can't show them love, God is love and God is love. And to have that power is not power as a president. It's not power on a job. It's the power of God. The strength of God is in our DNA. So they have the love, they have the power, and they have to respect themselves to know that they are more than a conqueror, and in order to respect others. So that's my main platform. There is my breakthrough catalyst. They call me is with the women of love, power, respect, because I turn people love, they hate into love, their weakness into power, and when they feel like they're distressed and they're trying to respect for themselves and to others. Then I'm also an international publisher. I have published over hundreds of books for many people, and I have over, right now, I think now 87 authors who have become #1 bestsellers. Not just bestsellers on Amazon, but #1 bestsellers.
Okay, stop
Also,
right there. Stop. Pump your brakes.
okay,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So I want you to put
okay.
my name down to number 88 because I want to be on that list. I
No
want.
problem at
Okay,
all. We would
okay.
love to have you
Put
Believe
me
in Your
put
Dreams
put a
published.
slot there, okay? And take your time. You
Yes.
have to take baby steps with me, okay? But I want to be number 88. That's all I'm saying. Okay, now go ahead. I just had to secure my space.
And it's done.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Yes. Also, I brand out for people who want to more take their, if they want to be an author, but they want to take their book more further to a documentary, to a screenplay, to a play, or to a movie. The last book that we did with Multimedia Catapult and Believe in Your Dreams Publishing together, because that's the name of my publishing company, her book ended up coming to the big stage. Tim Russ from Star Trek, he directed her movie, and her movie is now going to be a major motion picture for 2019. So that's how huge Believe in Your Publishing is. And a lot of people say, well, why did you name it Believe in Your Dreams Publishing? I said, because when I was younger, I believed in my dreams. I raised my hand up in class, and the teacher asked what everybody wanted to be. When it got to me, she told me, hey, Nicole, math and science you're very great in, but reading and comprehension and English you're okay in, so I think you need to change what you want to be. That sat with me for a long time. So one thing about it, when you're a child of God, you're still going to believe in your dreams. So I believe that one day I will become that author. So I became that best-selling author, and then I went on to become a publisher. Now I'm helping other people in this world to become #1 bestseller. I also have my own motivational lounge on the C Jar Radio Show. I'm also in her sales and directing and marketing department. Also with Breaking News Journal, I have my own channel too with B&J. So I go out and I help other people to want to put their platform and be able to have their own TV show, to be on Roku. Not only on Roku, but now we're in the process of getting some things together with Trinity Network. So it has really been great. I'm in Louisiana now, and I said when Sis asked me about the call, I said, you know what, I can do it for her, but just let her know that my daughter, she's in pre-labor, so that's why I'm down here. I'm about to have my first grandson, so I'm really, really excited. And a few other things that I do as well is I help people who need grants. I send them in the right direction. Once they get their 501c, I help other people that I know are very powerful at getting people grants taken care of. I also work with one senator in the state of Florida as well, and do some different programs with her to help women to come out of bondage, to help with different safe houses and everything. I could keep going on a few more, sis, but we'll be on the call for a long time. So
all right.
The most important ones that really means a lot to me. I also travel around the world and do book tours and help others speak on a platform. Now, that's one of my main goals as well. I speak with the Old Factor Conference, and I speak at different other events, and I have at least 4 women's retreats every year just to help women heal. Not only women heal, but men too, because they're allowed to come to the conferences as well. So, but I'm not going to say that most of my platforms are not more pro to women, because they are. But the way I'm seeing this world now, it's time for me to open up my platform to a men love, power, and respect, just like a women love, power, and respect, because it's needed. It's very much needed.
All righty then. See, I couldn't got all of that on the tape. Well, congratulations to, as they say in Louisiana's mama, you're going to have your first grandbaby. Congratulations are in order for that, let me do say. Big oops out to you and your family. I know you're all about family because you're about love, and that's why God created man, because he wanted a family.
Yes.
So that is secure. But I want to break it down just a little bit. I'm hearing a lot. The first thing I wanted to discuss with you is this platform about believing. Could you repeat exactly? Slow it down a little bit. That's the Believers. What is it called?
It's Believe in Your Dreams. I have Believe in Your Dreams Publishing, and I have Believe in Your Dreams Productions. That's if Believe in Your Dreams Publishing, if you're certain, just doing your book. Wow.
Okay, I don't want to talk about that part aspect. I want to know, how did Believe in Your Dreams got birthed? I want to go to
Okay.
the beginning because you are very passionate. I did hear you, and I want to make that clear. I heard what you said about the teacher telling you you need to excel in this area because this, and that, and then you became the author. But I like to know the birthing of it. Believe in your
Well, the
dreams.
birthing was it. One day I woke up. I had been going through a lot of things. I was in the wrong relationship at the time, and I was in a very abusive relationship. And when I moved, I decided to. I no longer wanted to be in a abusive relationship. I wanted to move further in my life. I wanted to put God first, and I wanted to raise my kids to the best knowledge of not having to ever hear about their mom crying or going through anything. So in the process of my daughter was getting tutored, I went to this library called in Mansfield, Texas. And the lady there noticed that every time while my kids was getting tutored and doing their homework, I would always write and I would always journal. So one day she came up to me and she was like, hey, she said, what do you always be writing about? I'm not knowing that she's retired from Barnes & Noble. I'm just knowing that she's working in the library. And I was like telling her, just the whole story over my life and everything. And she was like, you mind, because me and her have talked a couple of times before in there. She was like, you don't mind if I take it home and just look over it and let me see what you got? And I'm looking like, no, I don't think so because I haven't got this copyrighted yet. And it's a lot of details about my life. And she said, I promise you, I will be in you will have your book in the best hands with me. So when the next day, she called me. She said, do you know you have a bestseller on you? And I was like, no, I don't. I said, because it's all over the place. I said, but I trusted you and I trusted God. As I asked God about it, and I said, I'm going to let you use. She said, look, we have a writer seminar coming up. She said, and it's 4. She said, but I'm going to place you in there. I'm calling Barnes & Noble now to get you a spot in there. And I'm like, really? She was like, yeah, it's 4, but we're making a spot for you in there. And she said, oh, by the way, I'm retired. I was a supervisor for Barnes & Noble for 20-something years. I was like, oh, my God. So then I prayed about it. I went to the writer seminar, and from then on, I never stopped. I followed the guidelines that I was told. One of my best friends worked for Amazon. They told me exactly what I needed to do, and I went for it. And I put out my first book. I was at first, I was so ashamed. The same story that you be ashamed of, that's the same story that God gives the glory of and helps other people. So that same story ended up bringing me from 15 people follow me to 600-something people follow me, all the way now to 70,000 people follow me. And that's on one platform. That's not including my shows that I do, where I get 1.5 million reach when I was with Voice of America. So then it went to 2-point-something reach, 2 million reach on Voice of America. Then all of a sudden I seen my other pages, like I'm getting 2,000 likes on one page. So I was like, okay, well, my story is helping so many people. So that's how I really birthed the inner warrior in me. And I said, because I do believe, and anything is possible for those that believe. And if people just stick to that course there and know that if God had already put you in a position and told you what you're going to be, no matter what no one say on this earth, I don't care who it is. If God said that you can do it, you can do it. You just got to keep on believing in your dreams. That's how I birthed it. Mm-hmm.
That's excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. That answered that question. What is it that, let me see how I want to put this. How do you feel? So you're getting enough positive feedback to know that you are making a change in people's lives.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Where are you going to take it to the next level, since you've written your book and you have that? And how are you going to take that to the next level?
Hold on. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm trying to make sure you don't have any.
This is very exciting. I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I had a little noise in the background, and I was trying to stop some of the noise.
Thank you.
You're welcome. As far as how I'm taking the platform now is I'm building other leaders. I don't believe in followers. A lot of people say, oh, well, you got this many followers. Once a person say, hey, Nicole, I have this goal. Can you help me? And as me being a visionary, I'm going to make sure what I can vision for them, and I make it happen. The last 3 people, when they said, hey, Nicole, I'm ready. I want you to help me. They became #1 bestsellers in 5 hours on Amazon. I kid you not in 5 days, not in 5 months, in 5 hours on Amazon, they became #1. Not only #1, but 3 times #1 in 3 different categories. So after that, I put them on a platform to where now one of them has a documentary coming out, and also they're on a platform on my book tour with me. I'm starting a 21-city book tour starting in the end of April, and it's going to last to the rest of 2019. So this is the way that I'm carrying my platform on. I can't put the whole blueprint out of what I do,
Of
but at the
course.
same time, I make my move in a certain way to where everybody know, hey, Nicole, we know in November Nicole is going to have a women's retreat. We know in September Nicole is going to have a book vision board retreat. And now with me adding the book tours, and I have like all the authors from Believing Dreams Publishing, not only am I'm going to have a book out there to be position, I have them to come and take center stage, and they can talk about their life. Because I tell people all the time, visibility is where visibility is the most important factor in the world. And it's a lot of people, and I hate to say this, but a lot of people are turning from the church. Have you realized when people have conferences now, the conferences sell out within 1 month? A conference sell out, and when people are losing numbers in a church, and that's bad. So what I do is, if I got to bring my conference into a church, then that's fine to help people get the word, because a lot of people forget that God said, "Come as you are," and I make people feel it don't matter who you are. And the main thing they tell me is, Nicole, what I love about you is you know that I'm not saved, and you still would spend this time with me, and you would do this to me, because that's not the point of you not being saved. Because if you be around enough people to feed you the infant milk, and the infant milk ain't just Pedialyte, Pediasure, what is it? What is called Similac. The infant milk is your word, the living word. If you get around enough people to help instill the word in you, you get enough people to show you that they love you, you get enough around people to show you that they care, they have kindness, gentleness, compassion, and self-control, then that can lead you to go on your way. Then you can say, okay, Nicole, I found this church home I like. But it's for if I have to turn a conference into a gala, into something that's been very successful for me for the last 7 years, then that's fine. If that's the way I have to help bring people in. So that is what I've been working on now, just the book tours, to position everyone with their conferences, to position everyone to get their book. It's amazing that you have a publisher that's there with you to have you to have a book signing, not only have a book signing, but she opened up her whole platform to you, to all her people around the world. And the last one that we had in Dallas, it sold out. It sold out within 3 weeks. And we bring on some powerful speakers, and I make sure every time I have a conference, I bring an apostle in, I bring a minister in, I bring a pastor in, and I bring an evangelist in. And that's not including the motivational speakers, the inspirational speakers, the breakthrough catalyst speakers. And then I open them up to a platform. Because if you're willing to open yourself up in the platform, you never know who you're going to help in that audience. And that's what a lot of people tell me, thank God, because you're the reason why I was able to get a word in for today, or learn a word in for today, or make me want to know God more. So that what matters me more is when they tell me that they want to know more of God, and I tell them it's all for His glory. Mm-hmm.
Awesome, awesome. So basically, you just bringing the church to a public platform. It sounds like that to me. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yes, it's church. It's church, it's business, it's a unique way that we bring it, because we make sure they learn how to know business. If they having credit issues or whatever it is to get their business started, we teach them about different personal credit versus business credit. We also teach them, we have a day for just the word where they learn to, strengthen their mindset. The main thing that on my platform is the motivational warrior. Because of, if you can motivate your mind, because a lot of people don't know the battle is in your mind. If the enemy have your mind, then he have all of you. Because without the brain, you can't do anything. You're brain dead. So if he can go in there and destroy your mindset, then so we have a mindset class to teach them to motivate their mind. Then we have our time where we have just about the word, to learn the word, to learn how to put praise first, because when you put a praise on it, you already know how it goes. Yeah.
Yep, it's like potato chips. You can't eat just one. It's going to keep on keeping on. That's what I'm talking about. I'm really excited about the things that you're doing, but what I hear most is your passion. You're a very passionate person who is very discipline and focus, because a lot of times you will hear the passion in people, but they don't have the discipline to challenge their pursuit, what they're supposed to be going after. And I know I've been guilty in that in a couple of areas. I should have been more diligent. But praise be to God, who has the glory.
Yes.
It's not too late. Never too late. You
No,
can
it's
always
not.
start
No.
again.
And believe it or not, you might not see it on my end, but I go through the same thing sometimes, and that's all because we're human. You know, I can tell you have passion. There's no way that you can have passion or you can have the due diligence you have is doing what you
Oh.
do. And I think that your platform, I thank you a whole lot for bringing me to this platform. I love when amazing women get together and do what they have to do to war for God and just to help people out. It's a lot of hurting people out there that won't
Talk
forgive
about.
us. And believe it or not, I know you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, you helped me so much from your platform." And when you create a platform like this all the time, I tell everybody, the main thing we have to do is pray for each other. We got
Say
to
that.
pray for each other and be there for each other because we're a force. And when we have a
Come
force
on.
like this, of course the enemy is coming to attack. But
Come
we
on.
got to know that no weapon formed against us should prosper. And every time we walk, we trample over him.
Come
and
on.
every person we heal, we trample over him.
Say
and
that.
every time he try to come at us, when we get too strong, we get too weak, that God will send his angels.
Say
Everything
that.
he said in Psalm 91, we got to take it, to heave in it, and we got to be there for each other.
Amen. And that was well said. Let me make that clear. I couldn't have did it no better myself. You did that. You hit every point. I mean, and you crossed the T's and dotted the I's. And what I love about it is this. This is what I'm learning from you, which I do, but I love that you have the ability to do the action part of your love. You're showing that love. You're sharing. You're not withholding and just taking your people once they wrote the book. Okay, I'm gonna walk you to this door and then bye. I don't see you anymore. But no, you say, okay, you got a book. Okay, maybe you might get a movie deal. Let's go this way. Okay, well then let me show you how to take it to another level. Let's do it this way. So you're ever evolving and you're ever sharing because of your love, and you are recreating yourself, and that's the word. You shall reap what you sow. Amen.
Amen.
To God be the
Amen.
glory. Yeah, absolutely.
When I was in my domestic violence relationship, I was hit in the head with a gun. When I was hit in the head with a gun, I was hospitalized for a few days.
Yeah.
I promised God, I said, if you bring me back, I promise you, I'm going to make sure, if I can help it, I'm going to make sure no woman go through an abusive relationship. If I can help it. I said, if you help me, Lord, to get up from what I've been through, I said, I'm going to make sure I do this. And that's what I did. So it's like, I know a lot of publishers out there, once they get your money and they write your book, they don't even market your book unless you pay
They
them
just
some extra thousands of dollars.
made
with
their
me,
money.
You
Yep.
get the whole package.
Come
You
on.
get the whole package because I'm not there to just make money, because at the end of the day, God's going to bless me to have money. So I tell people all the time, it's not all about money. If you can reach a soul and help a soul, you
Say
just don't
that.
know how much that's.
Say
you just
that.
don't know. No silver or gold is worth that at all. Helping another soul is to know God.
Tell me a little bit. That's so poignant, and I've been there and done that with you. Like that, I said, if I ever get out of this situation, I promise you, don't you worry. I'm gonna tell everybody, Lottie Dottie and everybody. So yeah, and He will hold you at your word. Believe that. And you've been more than forthcoming to share exactly what happened and how to stop the foolishness, because domestic violence needs to be stopped, not
Yes.
tolerated. You cannot put anything out of your life if you're going to permit it. If you're going to tolerate it, it's going to hang on like a bad dream. It will not go away until you said enough is enough. Amen for that. Listen, tell me about the platform on your...
Amen.
Okay.
I said amen.
Okay, glory. Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
Because I could talk to you, but I'm trying to contain myself. You got me wanting to know, okay, now how you do this and when did you do that? I'm like, shut up, Sadie, and let the woman talk. This is about her.
Okay, I understand.
I'm kind of like,
all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
just be honest. I'm gonna be very transparent with you. I am in awe. I feel like, Lord, I ain't done enough. The woman that did half of my lifetime. I ain't even scratched the surface. Jesus, help me get it together here. But help me with this. This
Yes.
lounge that you called your Love, Women of Love and Power and Respect. Is that the name of the lounge? Is that a
The,
radio show? I mean, I may have it wrong. Forget no, the
okay.
Motivational Lounge
The
and Rock.
motivational lounge
Uh
is
huh.
my the motivational lounge is where I have my radio show and my TV show on.
Oh, okay.
It is, yeah, and it's birthing the inner warrior in them because we know a lot of people they tune into radio shows. They tune
Yeah, they do.
into online platforms a whole lot, and online platforms. By me being a social media guru, to touch a lot of their lives. Like I know, like I have a whole platform that I reach certain amount of domestic violence, even all the way from Afghanistan to Pakistan to India,
Of
a lot of
course.
different places. So the motivation now is to birth the inner warrior in you, because once you become a warrior, you know abuse is not love. But when you're not a warrior, you don't know that. So my job is to sit on that lounge, to make sure that you can vision yourself on that lounge. And me being your motivational doctor, and I'm telling you to motivate your mind, to know that you have the love, the power, the respect there. And the last book that we did is for the anthology called Women Warriors That Make It Rock. And I went out and got so many women that had been abused. Either they had been abused from their family members, had been abused from their spouses, their boyfriends, or even sometimes you get abused from your own friends. You know how that can go. So what we did was we created all these different stories. And I didn't know that Amazon was going to reach out to me. And it was like, hey, you know, this book's been hit 7 times bestseller. And I was like, wow. And it's from different people telling their story. It's like what I'm creating with the motivation now is more something like, you know how Oprah has them to come sit on her couch?
Yeah.
I have them to sit on their online couch. Or with my new show that's coming out with the TV show is that I'm going to different places where the people are and interviewing them to become a motivated warrior, inspirational warrior, a warrior, period. Because when you're a warrior, you know you're on that front line for God. So
Say
that's
that.
the amazing part about it. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So is it now this is a dumb question, so don't take offense. Is it hard to find these people that you get sitting on this lounge couch with you and you changing their whole perspective, because what you're doing is creating a new identity for them and they bought in, which is the word of God, to letting them know that they're more than a conqueror. So that's not a problem. They're like, okay, I can do this. You're with me. You're going to guide me. I'm going to trust you. And it's not a problem.
You know, it's really not a problem so far because, like, right now, I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to get an extra day in there for the motivational lounge because I got so many people that's already 2020.
Take your other hat off. You got on a couple of
Yes.
hats. Take one of the hats
Yes,
off.
yes.
And let me ask you something. I'm going to be your doctor for a minute. When do you do your self-care? I'm just saying.
I do my self-care on Sunday.
Okay.
A lot of times, unless somebody really need me for their platform, but I do my self-care so much on Sundays and early part of Monday morning.
Okay.
I do my self-care.
Because you burning a whole lot of, you running up a whole lot of gas bill running around here. You burning up a whole lot of energy, so I need to keep you for a little while because I got to get on that bestseller list, and you trying to burn out before I get there. I need you, girl. I need you. That's what I'm
and
saying.
I'm going to be here because it's a certain time of night that I cut off. You know,
Good for
I cut
you.
off at a certain time of the night. And let me tell you, I have did a whole radio show and had them cook for the kids at the same time. I have myself balanced. And I'm also, I don't know if you know, I'm a wellness advocate for doTERRA. And it's all about wellness, healing, health, and through natural oils. Because you're talking to a woman that was on 14 medications and now down to 3 medications. Tell me what God can't do. So,
Okay, Doc. Okay, hold up. So don't just skip over that. Don't just glance over that like we just going through the tulips. Pump your breath. See, I'm gonna have to help you. I see why we had to meet today. I have the ministries of helps, and I need to helps you right now. I see that right now. I need you to whoa it down just a tad. I know you got things to do, worlds to conquer, and people to meet. I understand that, but tell me about this wellness thing, and tell me about how I can control my high blood pressure for those who do have. Tell me what I need to eat to get my diabetes under control. And nothing, it ain't my diabetes. I ain't claiming no blood pressure, no diabetic, none of that, no cancer. It don't belong to me. But for those who do been diagnosed and who not receiving the diagnosis, let's talk about that for a second, because I want you to put on your other hat now. I need you to put on your other hat. Tell me about that.
Okay, I'm gonna put on my wellness hat right
Okay,
now.
thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And this is part of me that I love to rock as well. In 2009, it was a company created called doTERRA. doTERRA is a company that goes from bark, stem, trees, and alkalis to.
I've been hearing about it. Yeah, I've been hearing about it.
It's essential oils company. It is very powerful. They have all different essential oils. Let me tell you. Let me go all the way.
Go back to the beginning.
Do you know the two of the things that the wise man gave baby Jesus was frankincense and myrrh?
Yeah.
Those were two, and if anything good enough for Jesus is good enough for me. And I was hurting really, really bad because I suffer from RA. I have neuropathy and I have degenerative disease of the spine. And so there's no cure for RA. There's no cure for neuropathy, and there's no cure for degenerative disease of the spine because there's support of RA as well, but they got a new name for it. So DDS. At that time, I was like, what can I do besides being on 14 different medications? Jesus. I knew I didn't want to be on 14 medications anymore. I said, what can I do, doctor, to take myself back? Okay, I prayed about it to God. God moved swiftly and sent someone in my inbox, and it was a lady that I knew. And she said, hey, Nicole, do you want to hear about these products here? They're for natural healing. And she said, I know you've been wanting to, heal your body more naturally. Mm-hmm. So in that process, I said, please do send it to me. I said, because I've been looking at some different things. I didn't know at the time what I was looking at. She was one of the big head people in the department with the same company that I had been looking at.
Is that Dr. Brookshire?
No. Her name, it was Susan Levitt.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
And but we do have Dr. Brewster, and we have a couple other doctors, Dr. Bruce, and a couple other doctors that's in with doTERRA.
Okay.
So immediately I started looking at the products and everything, and my son was on 3 other medications. Nowadays, as soon as our kids get a little hyper, they want to put them on Ritalin, Abilify, and different things like that as well. So I took him off and I put him on lavender, Intune, and a couple of the other oils they had. Mm-hmm. And my son started back being who he was. And I was like, oh, wow, these oils are so powerful. And I took the frankincense and I took my blessed oil and I mixed that frankincense, myrrh, and that blessed oil together. And I started dropping it in my bath water. My bathroom is that's my secret place. When I'm ready to go to war and I really need to pray, my bathtub is my secret place.
Come on.
All of a sudden, I was not aching that whole night.
Talk about.
And that's without taking any medicine. Because they had me on some of the strongest medicine you could ever think of. And I knew then when I couldn't help my kids do their homework, I couldn't go about my daily activities. I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to stay on this. I want to heal. And I can say that using those different oils and using different ones that I like now, I make my own different mix. I make a breakthrough mix. For people that's going through stress or going through, different things, I have my pain mix. I have different mix. All of the oils that God created. Everybody knows they came from Him. Anything from the trees to the water, anything, we know that it's from Him. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people be like, oh, the universe. I tell people all the time, you can say the universe, but God created the universe. And a lot of people are really selling themselves out lately. The universe still. Now, hey, the universe will not be here but one for our Father. So I tell them all the time, you want to say the universe, but I ain't saying the universe. I'm saying my highest power, and that's God. And I thank God He created those trees, those plants, because that's what it is. It's aromatic compounds from plants that's distilled, and doTERRA is 100% certified pure therapeutic grade oil. So, and they work. You can put the coconut oil. I have a team now with over 200 people on my team. I'm growing with doTERRA. I'm actually on my way to. I should be diamond with the company within the next 3 to 6 months.
All right, I'm gonna have to call you Superwoman. That's what I'm gonna call you. Go ahead, girl. Go
now we
ahead.
Get on Superwoman. We get on a whole nother thing because yeah. We get on a whole other thing because in my book I call myself Nikki Woman.
Nikki, okay, well, introduce me to Nikki because I need to know.
Let me introduce you to Nikki.
Please, help a sister out because Nicole's doing too much. Introduce
In
me
my
to,
book.
wait a minute, is it Nicole or is it Nicole? What is it? Which is it?
It's Nicole.
Okay,
It's Nicole.
just checking.
But in my book, I talk about how, as a young child, I suffered with nightmares a whole lot. And the boogeyman used to always try to tell me to kill myself.
That's what he
kill
do.
myself.
That's his job.
Yes, that's what he do. And I was like, as a child, I used to always like, why you always monster? You know, and I jump up in the middle of the night and I go in my room, my parents said, I like the monster telling me to do something. You know, and this was really true. And a lot of people think when I talk about this issue that I'm crazy.
No, that's true. That's real. That's real. That's real.
Yes,
That's demonic activity. Demonic activity. They don't want to own up to it because,
they don't
you know,
understand that.
yeah,
They think
it's
demonic
real.
activity is craziness. Like you're out your mind, it's not true or whatever.
It's
and
real.
I knew what I went through. And I used to always say, I used to lose sleepless nights in class and like going to sleep in class the next day because I was so afraid to go to sleep at night because my nightmares was extremely bad. But then again, I had these other nightmares. I mean, these other dreams. And the dream was I used to wear this, instead of having on a cape, I had on this different type of sword. I had on my whole equipment gear, and I would have on my sandals, and my sandals would say Nikki Woman on it, and it would have the power on the side of the force. And then I would have
what kind of power?
Like
was it a lightning bolt? What kind of power?
Yeah.
What designated your power? What it looked like?
The what I had was the power when I prayed in my dreams. I would feel this certain type of power, and then you would see Nikki Woman come available.
Oh, you transform. You literally transform. Okay, well, see, you got to say that. Don't be glossing over that. That's important. Okay.
Yes. And in my book, I talk about exactly how it goes, and that how I had my braces on, and my braces would stop any negativity, any abuse, anybody that was going through anything. Matter of fact, I'm coming out with my own Nikki Woman comic book with this Christmas, and I'm getting it out to a lot of kids. I'm actually have my own little doll coming out with Nikki Woman. I talked to different companies about it. That's why I said it's amazing that you said something about it, because I haven't shared it on nothing but one other platform yet, because we're trying to just wait until the process comes. But in my book, that's what a lot of people fell in love with.
But you got it copyrighted first, right? You got the patent, because I don't want nobody to steal this, because I don't want to have to turn into the beast mode. I want you to like me. You know what I'm saying? No, don't mess with my money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Copyright, and we even have the character already made.
You have the illustrations already. You said it's How pretty is she? How pretty is she? Is she? Go ahead.
She's very pretty, and she fight against demonic activity. She fight against evil principalities.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But she also fight against. There has never been a Christian character that came out to help fight, and so many people are ready to read this already.
Well, yeah.
Amazon is creating me a platform for it, and Nikki Woman's take down anybody that wants to destroy the good of the world.
Let me ask you this. Now, this is free because we friends, okay? But when it hit, I'm just gonna make sure you got my address. I'm gonna give you the address. Okay. So with that, she needs her own journal with a chip for her theme music. You got to put a chip in there with her theme music, because a real warrior got to have her music. So I don't know if you're going to do a praise song, something with a hip-hop beat to it. But I'm telling you, you get that little chip with her little theme music, when she do that transform, when they hit that button, when they hit that music, and then she transform, dun, da, da.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. You're making me reveal too much on there, but
it's an exclusive. Woo, woo, woo. Go Sadie. Go Sadie. It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Her music would be more of it's more motivational, inspirational song.
Dun, so I can hear her now. I'm more than a conqueror. In the name of Jesus, evil, you have no voice. Dun, da, da, and I throw my shield up.
You know what I would do for you? When I get ready to reveal the songs, you can bring me back on the platform and we can put it on here for a little
I want my dial.
How about
I want my dial. I want my dial. That's what you can do. And I will put you on it, and I will play with it while we're on air. That's what I will do.
Yes.
Okay?
Right.
And I want her signed. I want a signature. I want you to make a series of only like 500, and I want to be at least number 3 in the top 5 with the signature sign, because that thing is going to hit like boom. I'm telling you.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I've been
Yes.
working on it for the last year or so, and my team was like, we're approaching this to some bigger people. And when you get certain people to authorize it and endorse you, like big companies, like who's bigger than Amazon right now? It's no company is. And when they came on and endorsed me, then I had a couple other endorsements, and I'm just so excited, and I'm so ready to rock it.
Okay, let me ask you this dumb question here. I like dream. I like to dream. I'm a dreamer. I've been accused, as my mother would tell me, come back here and get out of the clouds and stop dreaming. One of her favorite sayings to me.
That's true.
But your dreams, how do you teach the women, the warriors, the downtrodden, the one that beat down? How do you begin to change their perspective, their self-image from being an outcast to that warrior? Walk me through the stages. Now, slowly now. I'm a little old lady. Slowly. Don't go too fast. Just slow your roll. Because I know, because see, you can talk 500 words in a minute. I'm just saying.
I can.
Yeah. I ain't mad at you, though.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. This is you.
But you know, when you're passionate and you're
Yeah. I got that. Yeah.
But those are the ones, like a lot of people say, Nicole, why you don't go after entertainers and everything? Because they already have a platform. It's simple. You got to go after the ones that see their dreams, and after you see your dreams, you have to create a plan. After you create that plan, you must go after that goal. After you create the plan, then you shoot for the goal. And then after you go for the goal, you execute. And once you execute, your dreams come to fruition. That's what I tell people all the time. You just can't stay stuck there dreaming. You can't stay stuck there just believing. Well, no, you must keep on believing. Let me take that back. Keep on believing, but you must execute to your dreams. And how you do that is you put your plan together for your dreams. If you say, hey, Nicole, I want to be number 88 on your book.
That's right, Nicole.
The next thing you got to do is you got to write down your title that you want for your book. Then after you write your title down for your book, you must get with the person that's going to help you with the book. That's when you give me a call or my team a call and say, tell Nicole, I want to have this meeting on Tuesday, and I want to set up what kind of package plan I want to get. Then you have to start getting your book together. That's a part of your goals, is to get your book together, get your files together, get everything together. And we also have a team to help, because there's a lot of people don't know anything. And there's a lot of women that's out there downtrodden that come from places like I come from. Like a lot of people like, girl, you couldn't have never came from the projects. Oh, yes, I did. Not only did I come from the projects, but I was a project material for 18 years. 18 years. And now have built $1 million enterprise. So I tell people all the time, it's all in how you feel like you might do it. No, it's not about you. A lot of people don't understand this. They think when people worth these $500 million that they have 500 in their bank account. But if your worth and your goals and you execute your dreams correctly, your business alone can be your worth of $500 million.
Sure.
$200 million.
There's a lot of paper millionaires. Millionaires. It's not liquidity. It's all paper. But okay, now this is one part. Now let's not part friendship. We still good now. We good. But you telling me about packages. So what I just heard was, because I'm a verbal person as well as a visual, I heard ching 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 that this dream is not cheap.
Well, pardon on. To me, the reason
and we're not discussing no money. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. There is some fees attached.
But
okay.
I do believe in the dream scholarship program for people like who are homeless, people who are in domestic violence shelters, people who are going through a single parent. They're doing their best, but they can't meet no goals. I do 21 women every year. Our scholarships are free. Only thing they pay for is their flyers. And if they can't pay for their flyers to get done and everything, when they get their first royalty check, I take it out of there. But I publish it. Not only do I publish it to them for free, I give them $5,000 worth of branding for free.
and I give them $10,000 worth of stage visibility for free to make sure that they're heard all over the world. I make sure that they're in position in magazines, on different TV shows, on different radio shows as well. And this is all coming from the Believe in Your Dreams Foundation program. It's called, as a matter of fact, I named it Believe in Your Dreams Academy.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm not disputing your work because there's a value in everything, and I understand that. So I'm not being combative. I want to make that perfectly clear. Okay.
Yes.
All
No,
right.
but if they have the money, then we have packages all the way from $9.99 to $11,597. And of course, the $11,000 one also come with them their own TV show.
Okay, but again, I don't want to discuss money. I know you were just putting it there out there, but I want to make that clear. This is not a selling project. It's not it. You were just describing.
No, it's not.
So I want to make that perfectly clear. Okay. All right. We got that stood away. Okay. Good. Okay. Now, let me double check on this. So you're telling me you have to have a vision first. That great idea, that God idea, that great idea, you've got to put pen and paper to that before we begin to create the plan, because if you can't see it, you can't achieve it. That's just me, because I'm a visual person, visual learner. Okay. All right. So after I see it, I've been dreaming about this all my life. I see it, and now I'm ready to put it. Have enough faith in myself that I can actually write it down. Now that I'm written down, now do this when I call to talk to you, or do I got to figure out? Will you help me figure out the action steps that I need to take, or is that something I have to search for myself?
As far as that go, we do for a coaching class.
Okay.
Because I don't understand how some people never wrote a book before, so they don't even know which way to go. They don't even know what to do. So in the process of believing in your dreams, the main thing we want you to do is believe. If you believe in your dreams, then we help you to get everything else out. So, yes, you do have to have some type of your own vision, because we can't do everything for you. But if you put in the effort and you put in and you know this is what you want, then we're going to help you create it. Do that make sense?
Yeah, because it's my vision, it's not yours, and nor should you.
Yes.
Because then that's just doing too much. That's another
but
thing.
You believe me or not, they have people that come that don't have anything.
Oh, I understand that.
They don't even have a title.
I understand that.
What they're not understanding is then we're giving you the whole vision. And that's not what we're there for.
No,
we can't, because then you're using someone else's vision, like a lot of people do nowadays. But what you got to understand is that I look at it like this. When people do try to duplicate things I do, I look at it as a trendsetter. Because a trendsetter set trends for other people to do the same thing. I don't have a problem with that. But when you go to using the same words as a person, starting completely act like that same person, then you want their vision. And what you got to understand is visions are not made from man. They're made from God. So no one can take them anyway. They can try their best to duplicate you, but it's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. So I don't fear that.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't fear that at all. But the problem with that is this. Mm-hmm. Both of us is not necessary. It's been done.
Yes.
You understand? It's an original. I understand that imitation is the greatest form of flattery to a certain extent. I agree. But when you are using word verbatim, something's wrong.
Yes, that's wrong.
Duplication, something's wrong. Because the original worked. It doesn't need to be improved upon. You got to go back to the source. And so what I'm hearing, if you're not going to God for your vision, or if your vision hasn't been instilled in you, then you need to go back to the source, to the creator, and not to look at man. Because that's the problem right there. And people do. That's why people sound like, I don't need to sound like nobody but myself.
Amen.
And that's who I need to be. And what I'm hearing from you, I don't hear any type of duplication of any other great author that who I enjoy to follow or listening to, or a teacher. I don't hear none of that. I hear Miss Peters, period.
Yes.
The
Yes.
first time I met you, and
That's
this
it.
is the first time, and I'm enjoying. You are your own real self. You are very authentic. I can't do you.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And that's what we teach a lot of people because they feel like, look, let me tell you something. I like listening to, don't get me wrong, I think our First Lady, Michelle Obama, was amazing. I think she's a phenomenal speaker. I think she has a beautiful life, but that's her life.
Thank
That's her
you.
shoes. That's the way she speaks. I don't want to be her. I admire her as a woman, as a black woman that have really showed us what it can be like, and to be the most successful black woman that ever stepped foot in the White House. I admire her for that. But I also admire me. I also admire the
Come
things
on.
that I can do. And that's what a lot of people have to understand is they have to keep their warrior confidence in them. And once you have confidence in yourself, and once you pray to God, He will reveal to you what your mission is on this earth. All of us have a purpose. All of us have a plan.
Yes.
And all of us have a journey.
Yes.
And when you learn as your purpose, your plan, and your journey, you're going to rock into your destiny. But you cannot rock into your destiny want to be someone else. And that's
It's
what's
not-
going
it's
on
not
in this world
real.
now.
It's not
we got
real.
so many sisters bleaching their skin out
Oh,
because
my
they
God.
want to look like someone else.
My
we
God,
got so
I
many
understand that one at all.
sisters.
Now my hair is blonde,
I know I went
but
through
I'm not
that.
having. I wear it blonde, but I don't have no identity crisis. Okay.
No, that's okay.
I know who I am.
That's, you know who you is, and that's okay. And you rock your
I'm
blonde
rocking
very
it.
well.
Believe
I
that.
wear
Believe
red.
that.
I wear red a lot.
Okay,
I wear colors.
okay.
I wear different hair colors. I used to didn't wear them, but now I do, and it's all about. That's just all in beautification. But when you want to, when you want to turn yourself into a whole nother color, you done lost your way. That's
Well, that speaks volume. That's when you need to
Yes.
sit on the couch and let us have a sit down and city talk about it. Let's talk about this. Let's rationalize this out. But listen here, I am enjoying me some you. I really, 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 really am. And I would love to be in the company of one of these great conferences that you have, or the Rock on the Lounge. Give me the hookup. I want to get in on the lounge. I want to hear what y'all be
Okay.
talking about. I want to glean.
Yes.
I want to glean. I want to glean. I want to glean. And
awesome.
I'm really
We would
excited.
love to
Let
have
me
you.
throw this out there. Thank you. I'm so excited that you're the new marketing director for C-Joy. Since I'm a part of that, I'm excited about that. Whoop, whoop. Welcome
Thank you.
aboard. Welcome aboard. We thank you. But give
Thank
me
you.
quick 30 seconds to empower someone. You have exactly 1 minute to empower
to empower
somebody.
someone. I want to say to everyone that's on this call to know that with God, there's nothing that you cannot accomplish. Just know that anytime that you feel like you are going through anything, that He is your refuge and He is your fortress, and in Him that you can trust. I want you to just put your mindset together and motivate your mind to know that you are more than a conqueror. You rock, you shine, you live brightness through joys, and be who you are and love who you are, because the great I Am said, I'm coming to send you to great places. In Jesus' name, I'm telling you to rock and shine and motivate the warrior in you.
Wow. Yay! Thank God for the warrior. You are well equipped with your helmet of salvation, your breastplate. You got it down. You got your sword, you got your shield, and you got your shoes. You good to go, girl. You rocking it. Now that rocks. That's what I'm
Thank
talking about,
you.
that right there. And the
Thank
new
you.
little grandbaby, I'm excited, whether it's a girl or a boy.
My new grandson, I actually have one granddaughter already. This is going to be
Okay.
my first grandson.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, he got so he got a lot to live up to. So both of them do.
Oh, yeah. My birthday is Wednesday, and he's been born on Thursday. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what can I say? Following after the footsteps of his mama. How about that? That's all right. That's
Yeah.
all right. God is
Yeah.
good. Listen, I am wishing and extending you 1,000 times blessings. You already
Yeah.
got that, but I'm going to give you 1,000 times more, and that you will continue to bring
my God.
everything into fruition that God has allowed your hands to connect to. So blessings to you, my sister. God bless you and
And
keep
blessings
you.
to you, too. And I can't wait to get you on the Motivational Lounge. We want you soon.
We're going to rock it out. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we're gonna rock it out.
We're gonna rock it out.
I can't wait.
Me too. Hey, I can get crazy, so I'm gonna try to be good, but I'm gonna be unleashed.
Yes, that's it. You gotta unleash the inner.
I'm gonna let it out. Oh, I got a lot to talk about.
He's in us.
There you go.
He's in us.
There you go. There you
He's
go.
in us.
I got to let the great one out because it sure ain't me. I love you, my sister.
You're special, and I love this show. And
Oh.
thank you for bringing me on there, and God blessings to you as well. And I
Thank
can
you.
just see you going into mighty high places, honey.
Oh,
I can
glory.
see you keep rocking the world because you're doing just that. We
I love
appreciate
you. Thank
and you are
you.
loved.
Thank you, sweetheart. Amen.
You're
Bye,
welcome.
my baby. We'll be
Amen.
talking soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. God bless you. I had just got off the phone with a very powerful woman, Miss Nicole Peters. I was excited to meet her, to be in her presence. I learned so much about that warrior. And God has created that spirit inside us. He says the greater one. So that means that we already won. We are more than a conqueror. We have came over in the presence, in the omnis. In him we live, in him we move, and in him we have our being. But all she did is pump me up. I'm ready to go. Boom, boom, boom. Take that devil out. I'm got fired up. Listen, this is Pastor Sadie Thompson, co-pastor of He Is Risen Outreach Ministries. You be listening soon. We're going to drop an address out to you really soon for our grand opening in Lafayette, and we're going to invite each and every one of y'all. So be listening soon. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. God bless and keep you. And remember, this is the only place you can get this gumbo right here on Rise Again Live at 11 o'clock on Mondays. God bless. Jesus Christ is Lord. I love you, but he loves you more. Bye, Mama. Mwah.